Aki. So recently, I put a poll up on our Instagram on if you guys wanted to see work in progress videos or more vlogs. And I got quite a few for vlogs, so don't worry, those will be coming once cons reopen. But in the meantime, I thought it'd be fun to give you guys a work in progress video, start to finish. '14 Holiday Barbie! Yay! So I went out and I bought all the fabric that I think I need for this.
Update, I had to buy more fabric.
But I'm really excited to do Holiday Barbie, and we're gonna get started on that bitch tonight. Stay tuned. Alright, so we've got the fabric. We have interfacing, lining layers. This will be for the inside of our dress, for the boning, etc. I don't know if I got enough.
You didn't.
Oh no, I got enough.
No, you really didn't.
This will be the lining of the dress. Then we have this specialty fabric. I don't think I showed. Here is what the Barbie dress is gonna look like. So obviously it's gonna be the whole lining, the red, and then we have this beautiful gold and white lace. And finally, we got this hunk of fabric. Oh. First of all, is our lining fabric, which we bought a pretty decent amount of. But yeah, we've got this, and so let's just get started. I think, cue, voiceover Aki.
How blurry the screen is, it was 2 a.m. So right now I'm just trying to line out how long and how wide I want my fabric to be. I hadn't really thought of a plan, so I sort of was just winging it. I was about 46 inches and 9 inches long for how long I wanted my bodice to be. So I kind of marked out the 9 inches and I kind of did like about a foot, including seam allowance. You don't have to do that much. I just know that I suck at sewing, and so I added extra just in case. And then I gave up and I tried to draw out a plan. So that's me just sketching out a plan, and you can't see it because it's blurry. Sorry again. But I was just sketching out a plan. I ended up with about 6 pieces for the bodice, 2 back panels, 2 side panels, and 2 front panels with 5 lines, and the boning to go into the 2 front lines and the 2 side lines. And yeah, this was kind of just me sketching out how I wanted it to look. At this point, I got a better camera angle, and so I measured out my width and my length, and I just really started cutting, and I just cut in a long rectangle pattern. So at this point, I started drawing out how I wanted my pattern to look with my 6 pieces, the 2 front bodice pieces, the 2 side bodice pieces, and then the back pieces that would be folded over to make room for the zipper. And I just sort of freehanded this with the angles that I kind of wanted. That I'm chaotic. I've never used patterns in my life, so I thought this was a good, rough start. I measured it out, kind of spaced it out evenly, and then I just sort of realized that I completely messed it up when I lined. The middle was like a good 1/2 inch to the left, so I just ended up redrawing it down the center line and replacing all of my stuff just a little bit off, and yeah, and then I started cutting those pieces out as well. So I changed my camera angle here so you guys can definitely see me talking, but I'm just gonna voice over it anyway because I was acting stupid. What I'm doing right now is I'm separating out the top pieces of the bodice with the bottom pieces of the bodice because I cut out 2 separate layers. What I'm going to be doing is that the top layer is going to eventually be my front showy layer that will get all of the decorative fabric on top of it, and the back bodice part will be an inner lining area for me so that the boning isn't sticking directly into my skin or anything like that. It's going to kind of act as a barrier / give the bodice an extra bit of weight. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm lining that up right now. Machine, and I'm going to be using the same fabric that's on it since these are going to be inside layers. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sew directly on the line so that the seams face inward. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of follow that pattern around. I was having some issues lining up the back, the bottom, and I wanted them to perfectly match up. So that's where I'm at now. So basically my camera shut off and you missed that entire section, but I was sewing the pieces on and I actually sewed part of the bodice incorrectly and had to seam rip the entire thing and re-sew it. Good job, Aki.
Thanks for watching.
What's up, my cranky crew?
Come here.
This sucks. This will be voiceover.
So at this point, I just picked up the bodice that I just sewn and ironed, and I just put it up to my body to make sure that it would match up. And at this point, I was kind of feeling pretty good.
So I'm calling it quits tonight. I made the bodice, top bodice piece, the front of it, and then I need to sew the bottom bodice piece, like the back bodice piece, sew them both together so that they are one uniform piece, and then I can get on to decorating the top bodice, and I'm like really fucking excited for that, so stay tuned. Good night, guys.